Hi everybody, my name is Lindsay and I'm an academic coach here at Study Lab, and today we're going to talk a little bit about some test taking tips. So how should we go about approaching each question on a multiple choice test? My biggest piece of advice is to make sure that you annotate your test. Highlight and underline important words including vocabulary. Make note of absolute words, things like always, never, or only. Pay attention to negatives, those questions like which of the following is incorrect can get tricky. Cross out incorrect answers. Write definitions in the margin in that blank space next to the question. Identify difficult questions as you go through the test. Put circles and boxes around the questions that you want to revisit later. So let's look at this Biology 1 question from Dr. Zapanta's Foundations class and see how we can apply these things. Which of the following statements about carbohydrates are true? Carbohydrates is a vocab word, so I'm going to want to think about something that I know regarding carbohydrates. I know that glucose is an example of a carbohydrate. So let's look at the options. Number 1. Structure and energy storage are the only functions of carbohydrates. I don't like that absolute word only. It means that I only have to find one exception to this rule, and I know that one cannot be the right answer. So can I think of something other than structure and energy? Yeah, I can. What about cell signaling? So we know that 1 has to be false, meaning that B and D are not the correct answer. Let's look at option 2. The molecular formula of sucrose, a disaccharide formed from the bonding of fructose and glucose, is C12H24O12. That's a lot of big words. I'm going to try to anchor myself. I know that bonds between sugar molecules happen via condensation or dehydration reactions, meaning we remove a water molecule. So I know that option 2 isn't right. That means that A and C can't be the right answer either. We're left with E, none of the above. Let's just double check to make sure that 3 is incorrect so we feel confident with our answer. Cellulose is a highly branched polymer of beta-glucose and is the main structural component of plant cell walls. I know that cellulose is very structurally sound because it's straight chain, not highly branched. So 3 is false too. So we're done with all of our multiple choice questions. What should we do before we hand our test in? Go back over the test if you have extra time. Look at those questions that you boxed or circled and double check your answer. If you think you got the wrong answer, ask yourself these 2 questions. Did you misread the question the first time around? Or did you come across information later in the test that made you change your answer? If neither of those 2 things are the case, chances are your first instinct was correct. You should stick with your first answer. Hopefully some of these tips helped, and happy studying, guys.